Welcome back to our world with Black Enterprise. Hank Aaron is known for chasing his dreams, and he hits it out the park every time. When people hear his story, you'll understand why Black Enterprise recognized him with its highest honor, the A.G. Gaston Lifetime Achievement Award. He's known as Hammerin Hank, the Home Run King, a baseball superstar who would hold most of the sport's power-hitting honors and break one of baseball's biggest records when he blasted past Babe Ruth with his 715th home run.
Buckner goes back to the fence, it is gone!
But it all might not have happened because as a young man growing up in Mobile, Alabama, he was encouraged to play football instead.
My principal at my high school at Central High School wanted me to play football, but I was just actually too small to play football, and I was much better at baseball. So it's quite naturally I turned to baseball.
He would make it into the Negro League, earning a name for himself with a .366 batting average.
When I first started out in the Negro League, I started out with the Indianapolis Clowns, making $200 a month. I look back on those days and say, I learned an awful lot.
He caught the attention of the Milwaukee Braves, making his first appearance as a major leaguer in the early 50s, and faced issues of segregation head-on.
To be honest with you, I think it strengthened a lot of black people back in those days, Just you looking for the playing field to be level, so you will have an opportunity to do whatever your white counterpart are able to do long before you.
One of those fighting to level the playing field was fellow Alabama native and legendary businessman A.G. Gaston.
I got to know Mr. Gaston, and sometimes he was like a father to me because I saw him. I used to stay in his hotel, and he was so much like my mother and father, really. Do what you're told, boy, do what you're told, do what you're told. And share and share and share. And that was Mr. Gaston's philosophy all of his life. And I learned that.
Aaron would go on to a celebrated career, topped by his race to beat Babe Ruth's home run record. He played through death threats, and in 1974 became the new all-time home run champ.
What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South.
From baseball, Hank Aaron parlayed his celebrity status into a booming business career. He was one of the first African Americans to own a BMW dealership, becoming BE's Auto Dealer of the Year in 2004. Today, he and his wife Billy are the founders of 755 Restaurant Corporation, which operates 23 Popeyes Louisiana kitchens and 2 Krispy Kreme donut franchises.
I approached all of them the same way that I did in baseball. That one day at a time. The most important thing is that I treat you, customer, the same way I would treat a customer that was going to come in and buy 4 cars.
And Aaron says he took to heart what he learned from A.G. Gaston.
He was blessed with a little money, I guess a lot of money, whole lot of money, but he shared it with others. And I want myself to be the same way. I want people to remember me as saying, Hank was a heck of a ball player. He could play baseball, but more than that, he could share his dream with other people. That's what makes me feel good.
He's made good on that promise to share through his Chasing the Dream Foundation. And he wants young athletes and entrepreneurs to persevere and let nothing stop them when chasing their dream.
I try to tell all young kids, I said the most important thing that you have to remember, that there is no shortcuts in life. There is no shortcut. I said the most important thing is that you have to take one step at a time and do it right.
Up next, this husband and wife team brings state-of-the-art dentistry to low-income neighborhoods. Stay with us.